Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson, episode 4 in our series, The Final Touch. And we're going to get into some of the accessory things for the stage. So shoes, jewelry, maybe we'll even touch on hair and things like that. But after that conversation we had on suits, when I think of shoes, I'm not even sure I'm aware for bikini and figure competitors how many options there are. So I know, of course, there are things like clear straps and so forth, but I'm gonna let you handle this one, Adam, and see what I can learn.
Yeah, two main differences will be straps or no straps. Typically, personal preference. I personally do like no straps, though. Women can slip their heels on and off pretty easily, and if you use bikini bite, you don't really want to be bending over and strapping your shoes in or anything like that. Sometimes I'll help my girls do that once they're glued in, so then they're not standing on those heels for too long backstage. But at the same time, you do want some practice, so you don't want to throw them on last minute before you get on stage either. They can be bedazzled just a little bit. You might see some that are a little bit more sparkly on the inside, then some are just clear. So there are a few options. I personally tell people don't do anything that stands out. It's a physique contest, not necessarily a jewelry or a shoe contest. So these are just accessories that are, mandated by the governing organization. So try not to go over the top with your shoes. Just pick something pretty basic that's comfortable for you to wear and pose in. And that's kind of my rule of thumb on that.
At the risk of turning this into kind of a review episode, if you were talking to a new competitor and they just had no idea even the options and styles, are there different sizes of actual heels or different comfort levels, different brands that are specific to this sport at this point?
So it seems like Shoe Fairy's really dominating the fitness shoe or competition shoe industry, and they have different names, and a lot of girls on forums will talk about, hey, the Olympians are super comfortable. So you do get what you pay for. So a more expensive competition heel is probably going to be more comfortable than something that's $30. So don't be afraid to invest in, especially like your foot size really isn't going to change. So, feel free to spend a little extra money on heels.
Now I'm gonna show maybe my just focus as a judge and a coach, but as we often talk about in trying to be unbiased, we always use mantras like, I just cut off the heads. I don't even look at the faces. I'm just judging the physiques and so forth. In something like bikini, where you are judging in figure overall presence, I have never once looked down at somebody's shoes. That's why I said I don't even know what options there are. If you're a judge, is that even a thing? Are you looking down there, or is it just for you to help make sure your presence and your walk is how you want it to be?
Yeah, I don't think judges purposely look down, but I can think on a couple instances I've seen girls kind of have a blinged shoes, so to speak. It's hard to describe what that is. It's almost like there's air bubble, lots of air bubbles in the plastic, so to speak, and it just has this bling effect. To me, it's really distracting when I see that, because I then do look right at the shoe, and that's where I would tell people go basic, so they're looking at your physique and not your shoes.
And I know some organizations in the past have, when it comes to jewelry, had pretty strict regulations. If you're going to wear a bracelet, it has to be like this, not like this. For a while, organizations wouldn't allow belly button rings, for example. What's kind of standard? And I know what you said earlier is the best rule of thumb, which is you want to look tasteful, you want to look elegant, if that's the vibe and persona you're going for, but you don't want it to be all about that. And I think, I think especially in some of these categories where it is all about radiating the best stage presence and beauty, jewelry can be a part of that. So, do you have really specific ways that you look at that with certain clients?
I always do with that as well, say, don't be afraid to be, a little bit more basic. It's an accessory, but you don't want anything so flashy that that's what they're looking at. So a girl with shorter hair is going to have to be more careful with what they pick versus somebody with longer. So if someone has short hair, I might really nitpick on the earrings quite a bit a few weeks out, but they have longer hair. It's typically hidden. But I have been to shows where, I've seen girls just wear huge earrings, and luckily at these shows, there's usually like a jewelry booth there. And I've personally, I've got a backup pair too, just in case someone loses one or I don't like what they're wearing, that they can throw in. So it's something that I don't run into too often, but I am prepared for it when it happens.
I can see that, man. We need like a Contest Prep University utility van that we just pull up to these shows. We have shoes and jewelry, suit, everything you need right there, just in case.
I like that. Or maybe we sell like emergency contest day kits.
Yeah. I'm gonna think about that. That's not bad. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We are going to move on. We got a couple more episodes that we want to share. We're going to get into posing and posing music next. So we will see you next time in Contest Prep University.